We all love things we love to do. And for me, nothing beats a night on Broadway. Bright lights, fantastic music, and a great show.
And for me, nothing beats stepping onto a bustling Times Square sidewalk, playbill in hand, headed to a show with a good friend by my side. But as we know, life isn't always a standing ovation. Sometimes we're stuck in scenes we'd rather not perform.
But what if that unwanted scene lasted? Tonight we're going to be talking about how Broadway can bring hope.
These are the arms that long to lock you inside every day and every night. Girl, and here is the soul of a...
Welcome to Show and Tell. I'm Violet Tenorello.
And I'm Zoe Ham.
While the landscape of Broadway has evolved over the decades, shifting from Golden Age classics to mega musicals, jukebox musicals, avant-garde experiments, the heart of theater has always been driven by the performers who bring the stories to life night after night.
And just like the iconic figures who shape the stage, some of Broadway's most enduring productions feature characters and performers who feel trapped by the roles they play, sometimes for years at a time. We're talking about the legends, long-running leads and performers who carry the emotional weight of a show 8 times a week.
All to just inspire all the other people, like a lot of the children who go to see the shows. Zoe, what was the first Broadway show you ever saw?
Oh, this one I could never forget. First Broadway show I ever saw was Newsies. It was amazing. The dancing, the singing, it really inspired me to know what I wanted to do in life.
That's such a great show. I mean, the dancing is phenomenal. The original cast is so amazing. It has such a great story behind it. How would you say that story inspired you?
Well, the Newsboys really just fought for what they believe in, and that inspired me to go on in my teenage years and in life right now to really fight for what I believe in, stand up for myself, and not conform to what other people want me to be.
I love that. My first Broadway show I ever saw, I think, was actually Annie. And I think that was such a core memory because seeing all the children perform when you're so little, I mean, I was 4 years old when I saw it, so seeing all the children perform really inspired me and showed me, one day I could be up on that stage performing. It was such an amazing memory, and I'm so glad my parents took me to see it. How would you say seeing shows as a kid is important and inspiring to see performers?
I think setting a foundation of creativity and performance is just so amazing to see as a child because that really shapes the personality and the enjoyment and the joy that you see while watching it. You never know, a child could be having a hard time at home, but stepping into a story and watching it could really help them escape from a bad reality.
That is beautiful. What was I gonna say? How would you say, when did you first get inspired to realize that you wanted to do that as well and get into this business?
Well, at a young age, my family was really into musicals and everything acting, performing, and seeing that really led me to believe I could be like that someday. I could go out into the world, make people smile, make people laugh, and just inspire people that were my age at the time watching and looking at performances that made me smile, made me cry, made me laugh. I think that's really important for young kids.
Totally, and I also think that not just for young kids, but for all ages, because going to see a show might really take you away for a moment. It's like a moment of escape to go into the story of whatever's happening there, whether it's something that is really moving or just a fun musical that is just filled with a bunch of musical numbers that are just entertaining,
Yes, at any age, someone could dream about becoming a performer and seeing other people doing that. And at any age, really, you could see performers at age 5, at age 50, doing their thing, being happy, inspiring other people, following their dreams. And that could really lead a person to be like, wow, that's what my future is going to look like. That's what I'm going to fight for.
Yes, I mean, it's totally, when I was young, it goes back to when I saw Annie. I totally just saw the kids performing and I was like, wow, I want to do that too. And I mean, it all starts with that. So, yeah.
We all have a starting point in which we shape our future, shape what we want to do. And just like everything in life, we always lead to something. So I feel like it's just really important to know and have that foundation of what you want to do for your path and what you want to walk to step by step, you know?
Yes. Okay, now what was your favorite show that you ever saw?
Oh, this one's very, very easy. My favorite show I've ever saw is Hamilton. I mean,
Of course.
it is amazing. The acting, the singing, the dancing, everything is performed to a T. It is absolutely amazing. And you don't see everyday actors in it either. Like, it's truly, like, phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect, like, take on history with a twist. The lyrics are genius, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yes.
The dancing, the wardrobe, like everything about it is phenomenal. And the cast, oh, beyond. It just reached 10 years and, you know, it's a big deal. And
Yeah.
it's just, I mean, Leslie Odom Jr. just went back into the cast, so that
yes.
was a big thing. I mean, we all wanted to go see that, but it's hard.
It's hard to get there, you know?
So good.
Yeah, but going back, piggybacking off what you said about history and it being such a fun twist on it, I mean, history teaches us things every day. It's our past and it could what could shape our future, because history goes from past to future. It stretches. It's very flexible. And seeing that, being able to connect to it, people watching Hamilton and really being touched by it, and not only like just being entertained, but being inspired by the messages that are getting put out, the singing, the acting, they're really feeling it and being conveyed by the story and the performance, especially since it's real.
Yeah, and that's totally what makes that show stand out. It has its genius behind the lyrics, the writing is phenomenal, but then it's also the cast that really makes it.
Yes.
And I mean, what do you think really makes a show a worldwide phenomenon like Hamilton?
Wow, I really think that shows have to connect to the audience, not just putting on a story. So I could say, oh, the pig went to the bank, but you really have to connect to the pig, connect to the story, and why it did that, you know? Like, I know it sounds silly, but it's just like, you really have to connect to your audience, what they feel, just real life stories. Even if it's like fiction, nonfiction, you really just have to connect to who your viewers are.
Yeah, totally. Especially, I think, a lot of the family shows like Lion King, for example,
Yes.
it's one of the best-selling Broadway shows, I think, because everyone of all ages can connect to it. I mean, the beautiful story from Disney, and then they put all the puppetry to it, which is just,
Oh yes,
it's like,
for sure.
it's so touching. I mean, it's such a beautiful show. It's
Yeah.
it's most people's first show, but yeah.
Yeah, not everyone can connect to any show, but stuff that conveys love and happiness, family, friends, like, yet again, not everyone can experience that, but seeing that in that show really just opens people's eyes
Yeah.
to what happiness could really be.
Yes.
And like, it's heartwarming,
Especially the Disney Broadway shows like
Yes.
Lion King, Frozen, which is now on tour. What
Yeah.
else? Aladdin.
really. Yeah.
I mean, those shows really are touching.
Yeah, and the music, but like the beats, the everything, the notes, it just really like puts you into a good mood.
Yeah.
And like, depending on the lyrics, like you could really connect to it, feel it, even if that's not your story. It's the story that you're watching and
Yeah.
connecting to.
And then you feel like you're a part of it.
Yes.
And I think that's also what sets apart TV from theater.
Yes.
It's much more intimate and you feel like you're a part of the story.
Yeah.
And, you know, TV, it's like you're staring at it through a screen. And theater, it's like you're there with them. Especially
Yes.
also for the actors, like you get the live reactions.
Yeah.
Whether everyone's crying with you, now you're way more into it.
Yes.
Everyone's cheering. You know, it's much more exciting.
Yes.
It's just
the energy
it's
feeds
really-
off
yeah.
each other, and it's just
Exactly.
really touching to see how you could start laughing. I'll start laughing even more. So I feel like that's just something that's really important
Yeah.
for the viewers and the actors to
Yeah,
connect.
it's very important for the actors. I mean, there are such amazing actors who are leads in some shows right now, but let's also talk about a bit of a controversial topic, how some shows, they sort of take some influencers
Oh,
and
yeah. Let's talk
celebrities
about
and
it.
just rotate them into the leading roles instead of giving
Yes.
some people chances who have maybe trained their whole lives and are ready for the roles.
Yes, we have big names, like, won't say these names out loud because a little controversial, but these big names going into these shows, making people watch it more. But there's other people that are from kids to now, even like starting your career a little late in time, that are fighting for just a chance for someone to believe in them. And just to get a role and like really like have that role be the kickoff to what they want their future to be.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to give other people the chance, because you see someone that inspires you. You train your whole life in whatever, musical theater, acting. You might be perfect to play, I don't know, the lead in Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
But then they just rotate the celebrities through the roles, and I mean, it's all just celebrities in Moulin Rouge.
I mean,
Chicago. I mean, I don't know if you heard, but Whitney Levitt from The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is now going to be Roxy in Chicago, which, I'm not doubting that she'll be amazing.
Yeah.
But there's definitely people who have trained their whole lives in Fosse dance, singing, all that stuff.
Certainly, you can't say one person has trained more than the other, but you could say that people that have trained are now big names, but they're getting stuff easier than everyone else, and they don't have to fight as much as a person that doesn't have that big name out there, like these A-list actors
and it's so
compared
exciting,
to C-list.
like for the kids to see like all these actors and stuff, which leads me to our show and tell. I have a book here of all the playlists. I've actually some of the playbills that I've collected throughout my Broadway seeing time. But these are some recent shows. This is Maybe Happy Ending, a new show. It literally won swept away all the Tonys.
That's
phenomenal. Darren Criss signed this, and Helen J. Shen. They're such phenomenal people, which is also certain actors, they really take the time to sign playbills, talk to you, which I think is really important for inspiring.
I 100% agree. Going back to viewers and actors connecting, I think that is so important. For them to take the time and sign and really connect to who's watching them. People could be inspired by someone. A performance, watching it can change someone's life, and that actor can really touch that person's life, touch that person's heart and mind, and just really reach into their soul and connect. And for them to meet face to face is so important.
A little kid might have literally flown to New York to see you in this production, and I think the least you could do is come outside and wave and maybe sign a few playbills, Or at least wave and say, so sorry guys, I'm not signing playbills, but thank you all for coming,
Exactly.
They spent a lot of money for those tickets as well. So.
For sure. I mean, just the whole experience, and then after getting to see these actors and just seeing, wow, they put in a lot of effort, a lot of work, and they really inspired me.
Yeah.
So seeing them, connecting with them, face to face, just talking with them, even if it's just a hi, you were so amazing.
It creates such lifelong memories that are really important.
Yeah, and a little kid could be like, wow, I want to be an actor one day. I need that inspiration. They go see a show. After the show, they meet the actor and they're like, wow, this is really what I want to do.
Yeah. I mean, it also just connects, whether it's a family of a grandparent taking their grandchild to a show. It really connects all generations all together. It's such a communal experience because you're all there watching it, feeling everything together. It's just such a beautiful experience.
Yes.
And
no matter the situation, these performances inspire us and connect us in ways that some people couldn't understand, really. And some people look at Broadway shows and theater and they think, wow, that's really odd. And then there's other 50% that are like, this is my this is my thing. These people, they are my people.
Yes, totally, 100%. Well, there you have it. Talking about Broadway tonight really put into perspective the on-stage performances and the roles that we really love. But sometimes, the actors put a lot at stake, their health and a lot of things. So it's really important we really support the theater, and for them performing 8 times a week, whether it's a lead in a show or just a phenomenally talented ensemble.
Yes, so exactly. The next time you're dealing with a rough patch or a rough moment in life, like say a bad grade or a missed cue, burnt toast, or just like falls flat on your face and just you feel really upset, remember what Broadway teaches us. The show keeps going and every act eventually changes.
The same way people in a show 8 times a week just keep pushing through. And yeah, I mean,
Yeah, like they push through every act and we push through
Yeah.
day by day.
just like the shows we talked about.
Yeah, and they inspire us, they lift us up,
Bring
they
us
bring
joy.
yes, into people's lives, people of all ages, whether it's hope, humor, or a comeback.
For Show and Tell, I'm Violet Tenorello.
And I'm Zoe Hand. No matter what scene you're in right now, keep going. Your next act might be your best yet.
That can't help calling your name in the middle of the night.